All right. Hope everybody's having a good night so far. All right. Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Good, man. What's your age before we move forward?
35.
Cool. What's on your mind?
I just thought I'd talk about the great work that ICE is doing in Minneapolis.
Okay. What great work do you think they're doing?
Keeping Americans safe from illegal aliens.
How so?
Continuing to round them up and get them deported.
Okay. What's your evidence that crime has lowered because of them?
Look at the FBI and DOJ data.
Yeah, so what does it show?
I don't know. You want me to go pull it up, bro?
Yeah, I want you to back up your claim.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to teacup then for a moment and go pull it up. Or do you want to just...
Yeah, sure. I just want to see that crime is going lower at it's decreasing at more of a rate than it was previously, because crime has been going down for years and years and years. So I just want to see that it's going. Yeah, I mean, except during COVID, of course, but typically through the last several decades, we've seen crime go down.
No, in Washington D.C., the crime actually has.
We're talking about national averages. National averages.
Oh, you're talking national averages.
Well, yeah. How else would you measure it?
I mean, it hasn't gone down in national averages.
It has. So you're telling me crime is higher now or last year than it was?
You're
telling me crime was higher. You're telling me crime was higher during Biden's administration than it was. You're telling me crime is higher than it was. You're telling me crime was higher. You're telling me crime was higher in Biden's administration than it. You're telling me crime was higher in Biden's administration than. You're telling me crime was higher in Biden's administration. You're telling me crime was higher in Biden's. You're telling me crime was. You're telling me crime. You're telling me crime. You're telling me crime. You're telling me crime was higher in Biden. You're telling me crime. How do you think we can have a conversation if you keep doing this, man?
You keep interrupting.
That's not how this works. Okay, well, you're not going to win this one, so either you just shut up and let me talk, or you're gone.
Quiet, piggy.
Either you shut up and let me talk, otherwise you're gone, Ron. Pull up the data.
Quiet, piggy.
Pull up the data.
Quiet,
piggy. Pull up the data.
Quiet, piggy.
And goodbye. All right, 0 for 1. Couldn't provide any evidence to back up his point. 0 for 1. What's up?
What's up?
All right, man. How old are you?
I'm 29. How old are you?
45. All right. So why do you support Trump?
The reason I support ICE.
Huh?
Well, I support ICE.
Okay. Why is that?
Yeah, and the reason is it's not against the immigrants, because the immigrants need to go, but they're not the real enemy. The real enemy is the bad actors who are American citizens, want to flood the country with evil immigrants. So
what bad actors?
Like this guy Alex Brady.
Why does he want to?
The enemy within, and we need to take him out.
Can you provide me evidence that he was enemy within, other than you are privy to propaganda and you don't know how to think for yourself? Can you show me one single piece of evidence? Show me one single piece of evidence that he is an ICU. Show me single piece of evidence that him as an ICU nurse at the VA was a enemy within.
Yeah, he carried a pistol up to federal agents to try to assassinate them.
What did he do? What did he do? What did he do? What did he do?
You want me to just repeat what I said?
Yeah, you're saying he pulled it on agents?
Pistol to federal agents to try to assassinate
them.
He
pulled it on agents?
They caught him before
he pulled it on agents?
He was going to.
Provide me evidence.
But they caught him before.
Provide me evidence.
The fact that he carried a pistol.
Provide me evidence. That's not evidence. Try again.
Well, they found a pistol on him, and you can see.
Great. So if I have a pistol on me and I go up to a cop, that's evidence that I'm going to unalive him. So overnight, you guys become anti-Second Amendment. It sounds like overnight.
Yeah, if you're walking up to a police officer with the intent to assassinate them.
Okay, so you're anti-Second Amendment. Great, you're anti-Second Amendment. You're anti-Second Amendment. Well, how does it feel to have your views changed with what Trump tells you how to think? Like tomorrow you can have a whole new view. You don't know. It just depends on what Trump tells you. How does that feel?
Here's the thing. I bear arms because I'm a good person, but a domestic terrorist like you shouldn't be able to.
Okay, you need to provide evidence of these things.
Provide evidence for an opinion?
To back up the opinion, yeah.
You want evidence that I bear arms?
No, I don't
What
give
are
a
you
shit
saying?
about that. I want evidence that the guy the other day was going to unalive the ICE agent. And going up to them is not evidence.
Well, he went up to them.
You need it. Nope. You need to show you.
With
You
a
need to.
pistol.
Nope. You need to show evidence of him saying so, him writing something beforehand, him pulling out the weapon. Provide evidence.
And then he also.
I nope. Nope. I asked you a
Restraining
question.
him.
I asked you a question, or I asked you to do something. Provide the evidence.
I can ask you to do things too.
Okay, but you're not. So provide evidence that he was going to do that.
Provide evidence that you shouldn't be sent to else.
Provide evidence.
Would you?
I'm going to give you one more chance to
Provide
provide
evidence
evidence.
you shouldn't go to
I'm going to go to the next guest if you don't provide evidence.
You belong in El Salvador Super Group.
0 for 2. How's it going?
What's up?
Hey man, how old are you?
44.
You gonna act like an adult other than the first two guests? Besides the first two guests?
I'm always an adult.
All right, the first two were not. So, what are your views on things?
You know, as a gun owner, as a retired Army vet, I don't understand why. And listen, I'm not justifying anything, but why he would bring a gun or a pew-pew, whatever you want to call it, to a protest.
Because it's a Second Amendment right.
Well, why would you bring that to a protest? Don't you
Because
think
it's a
that
Second
common sense would
Amendment
tell you
right.
not to do that?
It's a Second
Let's
Amendment
say that
right.
you're- okay.
Second Amendment right.
Okay,
End of
we'll
story. End of story. Second
We'll give
Amendment
that,
right.
but we'll give that to you. But don't you think that's kind of common sense to not do that?
No, considering they've been
That's called
unalive.
fucking around and finding out. He probably got that education from the Leering Center.
Okay. So, can you provide evidence that he was justifiably
Fuck yeah, that's
unalive?
called common sense, my friend. You don't need evidence for common sense.
Okay.
He
So,
fucked around and found out. He got
Kyle
shit, he got his ass shot.
Kyle Rittenhouse should have been unalived, right?
I don't give a fuck about him either.
He should have been unalived.
What makes you think I'm his fan? I'm a number one fan of his.
He should have been unalived. Yes or no?
What, Kyle Rittenhouse?
Yeah.
No,
But this guy should have.
that guy should have. Yeah.
Okay, so you're just being biased because one was on your side and the other
No, I'm
wasn't.
not
Go
being
fuck
biased.
yourself.
You see, you.
0 for 3. Not doing well, guys. If you still believe polling, tell me when polling was incorrect. Polling had Biden doing horribly during his administration. Look what happened. Polling had Trump doing horribly at the end of his first administration. Look what happened. Why kick a guy that said Kyle Rittenhouse shouldn't have been unalived, but this guy should have for doing the exact same thing? I'm not going to debate with someone like that. No. The polls didn't say Kamala was going to win. You don't know how to read polls. That's your guys' problem. You guys are too uneducated. You don't know how to read polls. You guys somehow know how to like bet in sports, and you guys know all the statistics when it comes to that, but the moment it comes to politics, that knowledge goes out the window. So when the polls on the final day say +1 her with the popular vote plus or minus 3.5 points, that says that she can lose by 2.5 or she can win by 4.5 points of the popular vote. That was correct. The polls were not wrong. All right, guys, we're looking for ops. Hit the request button, please. If you guys want to sub to me on the tube, that would be great. Oh, wait. There we go. Never mind. All right, what's up? What's going on?
How you doing, man? Just I won't waste your time. I'm a foreigner, so is it preferably you only want to talk to Americans?
I mean, if you're going to support Trump to some degree, I just need to know your age first.
I'm 44.
All right, what's up?
Okay, so I'm Canadian, and I wanted to ask you a question. I don't know if you guys actually get asked a lot, because a lot of times it seems from the outside it's very binary, Dem versus GOP. So I understand why half your country supports Trump, and the reason I understand that is that conservatism runs deep in America to a ridiculous degree. Trust me, our conservatives are liberals compared to American conservatives. Mm-hmm. The question I wanted to ask you is, if I could, did you vote in the election?
Yeah. In 2024, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that because you participated in the process that you have a responsibility for the outcome?
I mean, I think everybody that votes to, obviously a small degree does in terms of who won, yeah. So if you vote for somebody, I think you're somewhat responsible for what occurs.
Thank you. You're literally, I've been on quite a few panels because I'm trying to actually understand American perspectives here. Mm-hmm. You're one of the only two to actually admit that. Everyone else said if their guy doesn't win, then they're not responsible because I voted. So what else can I possibly do? My other question for you is once he goes away, once Mr. Donald goes away,
I'm obviously not responsible. I don't know what you were trying to phrase it at. Maybe I misheard. I'm not saying I'm responsible for Trump winning. If that's
I'm not saying you're responsible for Trump winning, but so we're a democracy, obviously, as well too. By participating in the system, by living within the system, you have implied consent. You participate.
Yeah, I mean, we as a nation decided that, despite me disagreeing with it. Sure.
Okay. So here's, from the foreign perspective, I'm going to ask you, what's the plan for after he's gone?
The question is if we get to that point, though, because I'm not even 100% sure we're going to have midterm elections.
Are you as old as I am, like 44?
No, I'm 33.
Okay. Do you have a living memory of George W.?
Yeah. I mean, I was youngish, but I was, by the time he left office, I was 16, so yeah, I remember.
Okay, so allow me, if I can, to provide some UNC perspective. George W. was literally what the world thought was the end of the world because he was that ridiculous. And having a war criminal as a president is not a new thing, but it was very mask off at the time. Trump is an extension of that, being a populist, like a nativist populist with absolutely no filter, which appeals to the rednecks and so on and so forth. Without acting dramatic, you're probably going to survive up until 2028. But I'm asking as a foreigner who lives 40 minutes away from
I will. But I don't think this is remotely the same as George W. at all.
Well,
I mean,
okay,
people said things. Yeah, people said this is horrible and awful, etc., etc. But to say that they are the same just because there was some rhetoric that is similar, but there's wildly different comparisons between the two. I mean, we never saw Bush over and over again violate the Constitution, ignore the courts, be part of one of the biggest child rapist rings ever to exist, not release the file. I mean, we never saw any of these things. Yeah, we saw him do some shitty things, for sure, but not to the same degree.
Sorry, if I could just push back in 1 second. I understand your perspective, I do, but if I can push back and try to challenge it. Was the war in Iraq and 500,000 people dead, was that a quote-unquote just shitty thing, or would that potentially
No, that was illegal. Yeah, he didn't get... Yeah, that was illegal, sure.
Okay, so would that be on the same perspective with 500,000 people passing? Would that be the same as internal chaos?
No.
Why is that?
Okay, so first of all, hi, I'm Chris. My pronouns are they, them. I am, in fact, old enough to remember George W. Bush, and I was a voting member of society during the time of George W. Bush. So, will I survive until 2028? That's up for debate, to be honest. A handful of things are wildly different than they were under George W. Because, when that was going on at the time, we thought, hey, this is the worst we're going to have. Okay? This is the worst it's going to be as far as a president who is thumbing his nose at the paradigm of being president. Fuck. But so he didn't look at the Constitution and say, yeah, it doesn't matter if I don't agree. So this president, the difference being, yes, I will not stand by and say that George W. was great. I protested then, I protest now. Okay? But what I will say is that Trump only cares about himself and people like him. The other thing I will say is that George W. had a lot of people as advisors in the White House. Every single fucking member of his cabinet and advisors within were qualified. They were all people who understood what their jobs were. They weren't things like, I don't know, the head of the military, whose prior position before he got into the job that he's in now was working for fucking Fox News.
You're right. You're not wrong.
And the thing of it is, the thing of it is that, like, the guy that's in charge now, he gives zero fucks about the Constitution, and he would rather all of us citizens end up not alive, as long as it profits him and his family. He gives zero fucks about anybody else.
True. So
George W. did not look at the country that way. And it's fucking wild that I would be defending George W. Bush. Because
okay, my one pushback, I think Halliburton might disagree with you, but that's fine. Let's say it's 2028 and you make it. Okay?
I have been a staunch opponent to Halliburton, to all things Homeland Security, to all things ICE since day fucking one in 2003. Fuck ICE.
I agree.
Okay.
So here's the question to you guys. Sorry, I was saying that non-gendered. I apologize when I was saying that to any gender right. To you people, okay, to you folks.
Thank you.
In 2028, let's say you make it, and it's President Newsom or President AOC or whoever, okay? What is the plan going forward to make sure there's no more Trumps afterwards?
So, the idea is like right now we can't even look that far down the road. If we get there, I fucking hope it's AOC or Jasmine Crockett, not Newsom, because he also hates trans people. So there's that. But if we make it through this year, if we actually have elections this year and we make it to 2028, we need to really, like, we need to have a fucking constitutional convention.
Thank you. You're the first American to say that. I was going to say Article 5, because every other advanced democracy, this isn't an issue. Their constitutions aren't religious documents brought down from the mountain themselves. It's easy to fix it to a Westminster style or a French presidential system.
Yeah, no, but I do agree with Chris, though. I mean, like, and I'm not trying to be overly dramatic, but, like, I am skeptical as to whether midterms will occur, given that I think I think he has a very likely chance of trying to institute the Insurrection Act and then having martial law from there, and we'll see. I mean, at the very least, even if the midterms do happen, I think possibly what would happen is that they just won't swear them in, the Democrats, claiming it was rigged. I think those are probably the two most likely options. I don't think it's just going to be a smooth, regular midterm elections that we've seen every other time in the past.
Just so you know, when I've actually tried to question the fundamental American system and tried to ask that as an outsider, I've literally gotten anger spewed at me from conservatives, which makes sense, but even from liberals, leftists, progressives, because there seems to be, from the outside, a very deeply ingrained exceptionalism, even on those who are evolved in their knowledge. They still have this American exceptionalism view, and it's scary. I'm just saying this as a guy 40 minutes away from the border, with your president just the other day intimating violence towards us. And the constant talk of annexation, the constant talk of invasion. And if you guys aren't aware of it, I can pull up the receipts.
No,
that's right on par with Trump.
And I've also seen the same thing. Like, I'm less than 200 miles from the Mexican border, and you know, it's he's offered the same threats to them.
Yes.
And Sheinbaum, she is. I've been really impressed with her, but he can't just go around threatening all of our neighbors. And I'm, you know, one person in the U.S. to somebody in Canada. You know, I'm sorry that our president is. I didn't vote for that fuck shit, but that doesn't make it not a problem for, you know, all people in the U.S.
Yeah, of course.
Compared to all people in Canada. Like, it sucks.
You're the only one to talk about Constitutional Convention, and I swear to God, thank you so much from one Canadian, because it's the system itself. It's not just the person.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, I believe that for sure.
Okay, thank you for your time, guys. I appreciate it.
Appreciate the conversation. Thanks for your perspective. Take care. Well, that was a different
Sorry
type
if
of
I came off
conversation.
hot.
That was a different type of conversation than normal. All right, let's get to this next guest. Guys, if you can keep tapping and sharing, that would be great. Click the red follow button on the top left. I am sharing on the tube, or streaming on the tube, so if you guys can give me a sub over there, that'd be great. Link is in the bio. Let's get to the next one. We're looking for opposition, okay? And what's up, Chris? How you been?
Doing all right. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. No complaints. Notorious, hello.
Hello, sir. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. What's your age?
Good. I am 51.
Okay.
I'm actually a friendly. I just had a quick take on something. If you can take it or not.
Yeah. If you wanted to go real quick, what's up?
Yeah. So everybody keeps saying that. Why was he bringing a gun to the protest? And so they're no longer pro 2A. So I understand that. But if it makes any sense, I was looking up statistics, and over 6,000 people last year brought a gun to the airport, and they got taken away. So why would 6,000 people take guns to airports? It's just, it doesn't matter. They took them away.
Yeah, someone
If that makes any sense.
I've seen MAGA at protests for the last more than 10 years.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, I'm in a very pro 2A state, and 9 times out of 10, MAGA is packing their protests.
Yes.
So
Exactly.
it's bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm in Texas. I'm in San Antonio right now, and
I'm in Arizona.
Carry. I don't need a license to carry. I used to.
Yeah.
But they changed the law, so I carry myself.
It's
So it
it's
doesn't
the
matter
same
what I
way in
carry.
Arizona. Like 9 times out of 10, if I attend a protest, I've been nose to nose with MAGA at a protest, and sure as anything, there you can see it. You can see that they're clearly carrying. So
Yeah,
if that's
so
the
I'm-
new bar, then MAGA themselves is going to have to adhere to that standard, and that's going to be interesting.
Oh, they're not going.
Exactly. So I just don't know where they stand at with the 2A.
Their opinion changes every single day. Just whatever Republicans and Trump tells them, that's their new opinion. So there's no logical consistency. There's nothing. It's just whatever feels best for them in the moment to say and defend. That's all it is.
So they don't care about the First Amendment. They don't care. Actually, they don't care about women because the ICE officers shoved down 2 women, assaulted 2 women.
I mean, we already know they didn't.
So I just don't understand this. I don't
Yet another
I'm very
example.
confused.
But yeah.
Anyways, that's
All
my
right.
take, guys. I appreciate it.
No, I appreciate you. Take care. Have a good rest of your night. Yeah, no, I don't think they have any true beliefs, any true values, true morals, or anything. It seems. I mean, they're just. I mean, bringing pew-pews to a protest is now apparently problematic, and they have a problem, I guess, with First Amendment protesting. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's just carry a sign, not a Glock. Says somebody in the
Here's the
comments.
thing. I personally have never carried a pew-pew at a protest, me personally. But I also have, multiple disabling conditions, and my big fear would be that something like that would be used against me. So, but that doesn't mean that that's not a right that people are entitled to in this country.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't have one, and if I were to go to a protest, clearly I wouldn't bring one because I don't have one, but if I were to have one, that wouldn't just justify anything violent happening to me if I didn't use it in a violent manner, or if I just held it on me, right? But all right, guys, we're only looking for opposition, by the way. Okay, I just let that friendly up real quick, but I got to be a little strict about that. Okay, otherwise they want to come up. Hey, how you doing?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing really great. How old are you?
32.
Okay, what's up?
I do support Trump because I'm an ICE agent and I love my job and I have a pretty good career going on now that he's in office. And yeah, I'm just thankful to have a great career. I love what I do, and that's why I support Trump.
Good for you on supporting your job and the president. Don't you think that with more and more people being on edge, that will make it harder because of people breaking the law, like has been happening in Minnesota, that will make it harder for you to do your job?
I mean, I don't.
Assuming that you're adhering to the law?
I don't
Land your
believe
plane.
that he is.
If people just behaved, then we
No,
wouldn't
no,
have
if they
so
just
much
if they just
anymore.
submit.
Okay.
Right?
No, they just behaved.
Listen, I don't actually
act like
believe.
adults.
I don't believe you that you're an ICE agent. I think you're just making
That's
that
cool.
up.
That's cool. You don't have to.
That's fine. So tell us a little bit about the job then.
Well, I'm stationed in Minneapolis right now, but my team's going to the next city next week.
What's the next day?
What
I'm
city?
not gonna. Wait, what?
What city?
Oh, we want to get them by surprise, so I'm going to keep that.
You're not an ICE
confidential.
agent. He's
I
lying.
mean-
He's not an ICE agent.
Yeah, he's totally lying.
Of course he is.
I'm not lying. I tell you this: in the Charlotte, North Carolina raid, I rounded up 73 illegal immigrants all by myself, and I hope to break that record in the next city.
That
I
doesn't
think
prove
that's
anything.
True because the next city we're about to is very hot, and I think
Okay.
I can break my Charlotte, North Carolina record.
Okay,
so.
can I ask you a question? Because obviously you're not an ICE
I'll
agent.
allow
but
it.
Listen,
I'll
can
allow
I
it.
speak? Do you mind if I speak?
I'll allow it.
Okay, great. So if you guys are doing such good stuff, why is it apparently that you guys, quote unquote, because again I don't think you're an ICE agent, why is it that you guys unalived more detainees this last year than undocumented immigrants unalived citizens last year?
Because you're getting in our way. Just go about your lap. Go.
No. They were detainees. You weren't listening. You weren't. They were detained.
Well, I know some of them were causing havoc.
No. The ones that were already detained. You're not listening to me.
Detainees. Listen to the
Same question.
words.
Hey,
It's
Chris,
not.
Chris, I'm in the middle of talking. So
No, it's
okay.
absolutely-
ask you to be silent.
Do you,
No,
what's a
no.
detainee? What's a
I'm gonna
detainee?
answer.
And tell me what a detainee is.
You
ones
don't
that are
have the power
detained.
here.
Great. So they're not doing anything if they're detained. So can you answer the question of why it's okay that more of them are not unalived under?
Well,
ICE?
I took care of one of them because he was being a smart mouth. But everybody has their different reasons for
All right.
You
taking
took care of as
detained.
you
I just-
unalived somebody? Bull.
He's.
No.
I don't believe him. I'm just gonna get to the next one.
Bull.
I think he so badly wants to be an ICE agent, but Tammy, you can table that one. But Tammy, anyways, that guy was awful no matter what. I was in the middle of kicking that one when you did that, Tammy.
You
but I do
guys
appreciate
only
it.
hate Trump.
Just-
You don't care about those victims.
all right. Do you want to have a conversation or?
Yeah.
Like
I
an
just feel
actual
a lot of
respectful
people just
conversation.
Hate Trump, and it's not about
Okay. Well, this isn't a beginning to a good conversation just by you trying to steamroll.
what? Because you think you're gonna. I think that you're intimidated.
Sir, what's your age?
33.
Okay.
Thank you. So it sounds like you voted
Crystal,
for
can I
Trump.
talk to him and not you? Like, can you please shut up?
You don't have power here,
First
so
of all,
you
it's
don't get to tell
I
me
just
what
think
to
it's
do.
just best if you just not talk.
First of all, it's Chris,
you
not Crystal.
don't have power
Crystal,
here.
tomatoes, just stop talking. Let me.
You don't have power here.
You seriously.
You're not going to be able to move forward
Let me
unless
talk to him.
Chris is included. We're not going to have a conversation.
Because you know you'll lose.
Unless Chris is,
You'll lose against me.
I don't care.
And Chris needs some cock. I can tell by the way. Or
Fuck out. What the hell?
Some of the worst
Oh my
humans.
goodness.
Ellen, are you in up? Jesus Christ. You're good, Tammy. Did you send two in total, Tammy, or was that one? Whatever it is, you have a tabled one or two or whatever it is. Just remember it. I can't keep track of yours. Just text me or let me know, whatever. Ellen, what's up?
Hey, hi. Sorry, I was. But since I'm up, because I'm not really opposition,
Oh, okay.
I wanted to mention that.
Yeah, real quick if you want to say
Alex,
something.
Alex Pretty was not at a protest. And the fact that everybody keeps saying, like, oh, when you show up with a pew-pew to a protest, you get what you get, which is horrific
Of course.
and not a fair statement anyway. But he wasn't at a protest.
No, you're right. It wasn't a protest. It was just simply on the street. Just.
You're getting a gift, Doug. Oh, you dismissed it. It was one
Oh,
of
thank
the-
you. Thank you for that. No, I see it. I got my
What do you
phone's
tell
right
me?
above me. Thank you to
Oh,
who was
good.
that? Tammy.
Tammy.
Thank you so much. Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, whether it was a protest or not, it's kind of besides the point, obviously. But obviously, it's going to be factually correct.
He was also he was there because of what happened to Renee Good. He
Yeah.
was there to help guide traffic so nobody got into a position where like the agents thought that they were impeding traffic on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So they would get pew-pewed in the face.
Yep.
Like Renee Good was.
Absolutely. Yeah.
When she wasn't. And so you see in the video, prior to them shoving the woman to the ground and him going to help her, he was trying to wave traffic through. ICE agents were there. There wasn't a protest. You didn't see people there. He wasn't there with a placard and whatever.
For sure.
He was there to help traffic on.
Yeah, you are cutting out a little bit though. Unfortunately.
I am on a terrible area.
Yeah, no, you're good. Let me go ahead and bring you down, but you are cutting out a bit, Ellen. Let me bring you down, but I appreciate what you had to say. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Can you guys hear when I get? Do you guys hear when I get a text? By the way, somebody told me that they hear the. Oh, all right.
Yes, they do.
Okay, thank you. Gosh, let me fix that then. And how do I is the real question. Let's see here. In the meantime, guys, we are looking for ops, okay? So if you are in opposition, just hit the request button. Alright, I should be able to find this somewhere. I guess it would be on notifications, I suppose.
Yeah, you should be able to turn the volume down on notifications.
Yeah.
That way.
Let's see.
And if you have requests off, but you're super chatty in the comments, then, we'll just mute you until you come up.
It's not even letting me do this for some reason. I don't know. It's not letting me do it for some reason.
Yes, people should be concerned that we're connected to Russia TikTok, but yeah, that's one of 100 things right now.
Here, I think it should be off now. All right, we'll see. We'll find out. Anyways, guys, if you can tap and share. Oh god, this guy's annoying, but I'll bring him up, I suppose. Hey, how old are you?
Hey, how's it going? 28.
All right, what's up?
Hey, man. Yeah, I still support Trump. I'm one of the few people out here. Yeah, I still support the man.
Did you just run?
Yeah, I just got done with this.
I'm like, you sound very out of breath.
You do?
Well, I mean, here's the thing with cardiovascular health. At a premium nowadays. I mean, Roger F. Kennedy, a man on the Donald Trump.
He's not really on the background. I just wanted to see if you were okay. Yeah, you were running from ICE.
No, I'm okay, but
No. So, why, to the background, why do you still support Trump?
Well, I support with what he's doing with trying to acquire Greenland. I'm a fan of that.
Why?
I mean, that's just, it's a major push for what's coming up here soon. The AI technology age, and Greenland has tons of resources for the batteries.
That's actually not, that's not why he's doing that.
Oh, so you know why he's doing it. Oh, so you know why he's doing it. Okay.
I mean, we all know why he's doing it.
Oh, okay. Well, why is he doing it?
Because of trade with Russia. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, because here's the thing. So here's the thing. Russia can't go through currently they can't go through the Suez Canal. So they've been going through the Bering Strait in order to move goods. And without the Bering Strait, they don't have a way to move goods that isn't by sea, that isn't significantly longer. It's also why most of the EU.
I barely heard. I might have heard like 2 or 3 words.
I think that's on your end because everybody else heard you.
Yeah.
I think you should stop running while you're talking to people.
No,
it
not
has to
running
do with. You have 2 bars now. You've got like slightly better Wi-Fi, but or slightly better internet, but you have bars.
Might be on the Harris Biden Wi-Fi.
No, sir, I'm on I'm on digital fiber, so try again. Because that actually was from the Biden infrastructure projects. I got digital fiber because of that. So my internet is super fucking fast. Try again.
I think it's you, man. Everybody else hears you. So.
Well, hey, are you going to appreciate what Elon Musk is doing with?
No, not at all. Fuck Musk.
Man,
I don't care for billionaires, and I especially don't trust ones that got their start with daddy's emerald mine money, and it has a tendency to buy businesses and take credit for the founding of those businesses that he did not contribute to. Doug, you might want to turn that down.
You can still hear it? Fuck.
Oh, absolutely.
God damn it.
And I don't even have my hearing aids in.
I'm gonna try my best to turn this off. I'm sorry.
Here's the thing: you should be thanking a billionaire for being able to be on TikTok and spreading misinformation.
Absolutely the fuck not. Absolutely the fuck not. No, because fuck
the
billionaires.
Technology made by
Did you hear that one? I just sent another
Why
one.
are you using TikTok? Why are you using the platform then if you hate them so much? You're giving them more money, right?
Because we live under capitalism. I also have to have a job. I also have to pay a mortgage. I also have to, the options are somewhat limited.
Everyone has a job. Everyone has to pay a mortgage.
Exactly.
You're special.
But that doesn't mean you thank billionaires, the people who profit by not giving you raises, the people who get the tax breaks that you think will benefit you, but they won't. Because as much as you vote as if they give two fucks about you, they would sooner you continue to be on fire than ever, piss on you to put you out.
It's a beautiful world where you go outside, guys. Stop being influenced by the political theater. What's going on? Yeah. Who's that?
Who's that?
Yeah.
Who's that? Who's that? I mean, I'm not. Who's that?
I know roughly where you are. I can recognize.
I see that. I recognize. I used to. Yeah, I know that area too. Yeah. It's pretty obvious when you've been there before. Yeah.
I really don't think you know the area.
Okay.
I really don't think you,
All right.
You don't live near me.
Sure.
No one says. Nobody says. No one says they live near you, but they know the area.
Do not live around this area.
Okay. You say so. Sure. You live in the middle of nowhere. Nobody else lives by you.
Yeah, I mainly came on.
People in the comments said the same thing. I've done that hike, by the way. I know where you are.
Well, what's the mountain called? Do you know? What's the mountain
I
called?
do know. I'm not saying shit on live, because I'm not doxing either one of us.
All right. Well, listen, dude. Do you have anything?
I know where it is.
All right. Let's move on from where you may or may not live. All right, guys. Let's get to a new guest at 35K. Can we get back to the conversation? Can we at least try that?
I mean, yeah, you guys just love drama and love.
Yeah, man.
Love getting zero productivity done with discussions. All you guys do is try to hate on other people.
Why do you think Trump's approval rating has dropped so much?
Well, I mean, people are falling off the boat. They don't like what he's doing.
Well, that's what approval rating is about. Yeah. I'm asking why.
Yeah, I mean, people don't like, a leader. When you have a leader, people don't like the leader all the time. Kobe Bryant was a leader, and teammates hated him.
You sound just as incoherent as Trump.
But here's the thing.
Guys, I like it. Guys, people don't like a leader when you have a leader, but we have the best leader. We don't like the best leader.
People don't like to take that leadership role. People hate the leader like Kobe Bryant. I mean, the teammates hated him.
You know why?
Why?
Because it's about a team. If you play follow the logic here. If you play a team sport, it's not about a single player. It's about the cohesiveness of the team. If they don't work well together, then you're not going to be able to get the points that you would otherwise. I've seen great teams absolutely fucking destroyed by people with egos that don't match their skills.
Keep tapping and sharing, guys. We're looking for opposition. Person request box will get to you at 35K. Just hang tight, please.
But also, this isn't sports that we're talking about.
No, I'd
This
rather
is
not
people's
talk about
literal
sports.
Lives. It's people's literal lives.
Slightly more important.
Yeah, exactly. Bad leadership fucks things up. Agreed. 100% agreed.
Well, he left. I didn't kick him. He just left. And the guy in the request box left too. Hey guys, make sure you send in your heart meat, please. I would appreciate that if you guys can do that. Also, we have the hat gift goal. If you guys want to help hit that, while it's not needed, it is appreciated. Let me just pull up my pay link super quickly, and then I'll bring it back down or something. Yeah, guys, pay links are right here. It's Dougie9192 if you guys want to show support. Again, never needed. And guys, I'm going to keep announcing every live just because it's a new thing. I am having scheduled lives moving forward. So if you guys are kind of sick of me randomly going live, you can look forward to me going live Monday through Friday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Saturday, Sunday, Monday at noon, and then Tuesdays, Thursdays at 8 a.m. Okay? If you can't memorize that, I don't blame you. It's kind of wonky. Just look at the schedule in my bio, okay? It's all Eastern Time. I think people will like that better, that I have it scheduled live. I think,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard that's a much better for having, like, more viewers.
that's why I did it. I just, I wanted to take it a bit more seriously and try to do that, especially since expanding into YouTube. Matt for Politics, he suggested it to me. So I've been avoiding it for the longest time because I kept having the excuse that, like, I have clients throughout the day and, I just like to do it on a whim. But, in all reality, I can dictate my training schedule around this. That's not a big deal. So. Yeah, no, Andrea, that's good. And guys, it may change moving forward to make it more like, because it is a little bit of a weird schedule. It may be hard for some people to memorize, so I may change it to something that's a bit easier to remember, but for now, it'll be this. And I likely will go live more than what the schedule says. Almost likely. It's just that at like a minimum, what I'll be doing, okay? Guys, we're looking for ops, okay? Yeah, I mean, like, RTP has scheduled lives. I know people obviously like watching him a lot, although, people watch him traditionally on other apps more so now. But Matt has scheduled lives. I think RJ is the only one that doesn't. Or does he have scheduled lives now, RJ? I don't know. There's others that probably do, but I can't keep track of all of them.
I think RJ does.
Yeah, I know it's based around his work schedule, because he has a work schedule that sometimes changes and stuff, I think, but... He does have a schedule? Okay. Well, that sort of makes sense then.
So it is. I am seeing multiple sources saying it that Bovino is stepping aside. So
really, why?
Yeah, that's. I saw it in the comments, so I figured I would check on a second device, and sure as anything.
Well, let's pull it up, guys. Let's talk about it. Let me see what I can find here. Why? Did you get any information as to why?
Well, they're saying it was a quote mutual decision.
Yeah, okay. That's what they always say when.
Sure, it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks like they're trying to distance what's going on in Minnesota. They're trying to distance it from him and from the Trump administration because it's already hurting polling.
Oh yeah, yeah, it is. I mean, hence what we see up here on the screen. Yeah, for sure.
And that's why Tom Homan is being sent to go talk to Walz in Minnesota.
Okay. I mean, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, like, why are we sending the border czar? that seems weird. Like, it's not. Last I checked, there's not a need for a border czar. Like, I've been to Minneapolis. That's not a.
Oh, I didn't mean to pull that one up.
It's not a place where you have to worry about a border.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see. I mean, this is just from Reddit, obviously, but I just want to see what it says real quickly here. All right. Per the Atlantic, Greg Bovino has been demoted from commander at large, where he's terrorized LA, Chicago, Charlotte, and Minneapolis, and will return to his old posting in El Centro, California, where he's expected to retire soon.
Oh, yeah.
How convenient. Don't let the door hit you on the way out, Greg. If we get out of this nightmare in 2029, hope to see you first in line at the Nuremberg 2.0 trials. Yeah.
Indeed.
They say Homan's not a fan of what? No, man. All right, well.
Well, yeah. Even the other talk was that, like, you know, so there's the stuff going on with Gnome, and then there's the stuff going on that's been going on with Bovino, and it sounds like even in the press conference with Carolyn Levitt, she was really trying to distance Trump's response from Gnome and from Bovino. So we'll see what happens, but. Yeah, that'd be nice if Gnome was next.
Yeah, I mean,
hell, she only likes dogs, so like, that's monster supervillain territory right there.
Yeah. No, I mean, if you guys, I mean, obviously you guys can see the screen. That latest dip was within the last 2 unalivings that happened in Minnesota. So obviously they're going to base everything around poll numbers, right? So. If what they're doing doesn't give good poll numbers, they're likely going to change things.
Absolutely.
However, I wouldn't expect to see any of these polls just reverse back up.
Oh, hell no.
No, that's not happening.
I mean, the thing of it is like you can fire the generals, but they're still carrying out the orders of the commander-in-chief.
Right. I mean, it still ultimately comes back to him, right? So, like, they may get a small bump in approval ratings, putting this person in, taking that person out, or whatever. But at the end of the day, if this is the direction that they're trying to go on, which obviously seems like they are, thank you so much, Laurie. It's just not going to get better, yeah.
It is interesting, though, because Trump, before he got back in office, was talking about how, as the head of a company, at the end of the day, the approval ratings, the buck stops with the guy in the top office.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So.
Except when it comes to him, probably. Always exceptions when it comes to him. Hey guys, if you're joining live, click the red follow button on the top left. Okay. Hey, how you doing?
Hey Doug, do you remember me?
No, not particularly. What's up?
Oh, I'm the. When are you gonna start debating seed oils again?
Okay. Do you want to talk about the topic or?
Oh no, I mean I just wanted to know like when you're gonna seed oil.
I don't know. I don't really plan those lives. I kind of just do them randomly whenever I'm just feeling an urge for seed oils. So that's when I do them. So I couldn't tell you, man. Okay. I don't have them scheduled.
Oh, okay. I love you, Doug. Free Palestine.
Take care. That was weird.
I mean, at least he was polite. That was weird, but at least he was polite.
I mean, sure. Yeah, Peabody. I hardly remember you. I mean, every time I see you, it feels like I'm meeting you again for the first time. So, like guy from 51st Dates or whatever. I might restart here in a minute.
I mean.
We'll see.
We got like 196 people in here? Come on. You gotta have somebody.
It seems though, unless you have like more than 300-ish, 250, 300-ish, it's really difficult to get like guests. That's where I've noticed like that's the mark you kind of need to be at to get like some flow of them. Yeah, it'd be more so the girl from 51st Dates. The guy was 10-Second Tom. I don't have that bad of a memory, guys, but although sometimes I do. It's more like a daily forgetful thing.
Hey, we got somebody.
Vanguard, how we doing?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going.
You're right.
I just need to know your age real quick before we move forward.
48.
All right, what's up?
The graph is kind of misleading.
Okay.
Because Trump didn't start at 100% approval.
It doesn't say
Trump
that he
started
did.
at like 47.
No. He started at about plus 12, meaning his approval was 12 points higher than his disapproval.
Oh, I was going off of Gallup polls.
Yeah, so what I'm using here is from Nate Silver's polling, his aggregate polling site. So what, I don't know if you can read the text there under where it says Donald Trump's net approval rating. But what they do is they're taking the average of all of the polls and taking an average of kind of where that's at. So that's what, so they're not taking a singular poll and doing it. It's sort of like the average of all the quality polls that exist.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm curious as to the movement and points across, because I went to the Gallup polls and pulled the first year data of all the previous 5 presidents: Trump, Biden, Obama, Bush, and Clinton. And I mean, yes, Trump has fallen, but a lot of presidents followed their first year.
They have, but not to this degree. So if you look at all of the presidents a year into it, some of them were down like 8 points, 9 points, 10 points. I think Biden was down about 10 points at this about a year in, but we're looking at minus 14 for Trump currently. I'll show you it in a different way. Give me 1 second. This may make more sense from this perspective. Where is it? Okay, so this is not the net approval, it's just the approval versus disapproval. So as you can see here, let me make it a little bit smaller so it fits the screen.
Yeah.
Did you say my name?
Yeah. I said thank you.
Oh yeah. So anyway, so as you can see, he came into office obviously, over there in January, where it was, his approval was higher than his disapproval, and then it started to intersect about, whatever, a month and a half, 2 months in, and now we're at the point where his disapproval is starting to really, really move away from his approval.
Well, in this, on this page, it has the comparison to prior presidencies, right?
Oh, that's immigration one I pulled up. I'm sorry. Let me pull up not immigration one, because this is actually going to look...
Well, you could just click on that one you just had. You could
here, this one right here. So this is... I knew what I was looking at was weird. I knew it didn't look like how I remembered it did. So here, let me push it over just a little bit. All right, now you should be able to see.
Yeah.
So anyways, he came into office obviously when, on the left side of the screen, which is still a little cut off, but you can see it, how they really start diverting from each other, the disapproval and approval.
Yeah. I mean, if we elected presidents for just 1 year or 2 years, then I guess that would be more damning.
Yeah.
But
his approval now compared to his approval after his first year, his first time in office is 45. It's lower. It's worse now.
Okay.
Yeah, and he didn't have good approval ratings by the end of his first term. In fact, I think out of all the presidents, he has the worst average approval ratings and also the worst ending approval ratings. Now, he did go into this presidency being in the positives. There was a higher approval versus disapproval, which was the opposite than his first term. He was the first president to ever go into the presidency to have a lower approval rating than disapproval rating. And of course, it just got worse from there. But anyways, the point is, if we follow every other historic trend, where he is at now is just the beginning of it getting worse.
I don't think it's going to continue to plummet from here.
I mean, is it going to go down?
Go down a little bit.
Depends on how many people he unalives.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, Chris is correct. Yes. So.
Okay. How many people has he unalived?
His policies?
Yeah.
Well, we know 36. What was it? 36 people died in ICE detention this past year. 5 people have been unalived by ICE already, and it's still January. And that's both detention and not in detention, but 3 of those people are citizens, so, over 50% of the people that ICE have unalived already this year are citizens. So that's not great math, really.
Well, I mean, I went on record. I went into as many of these left-leaning lives as possible after the Pretty incident, stating that it was a red line for me, right? But it's not a red line in the sense that I'm going to push all the way to the left, but I would like to see the moderate left and the moderate right come together, work. Because, I mean, we can all agree that people on the far left, people on the far right are too far gone.
No, I don't agree with
that at all.
Okay. I would actually like to hear what's so bad about the far left as to why it's this thing that there has to be hysteria over from people on the right.
Because, okay, my opinion, the views of the far left is that ICE needs to be abolished.
Yeah.
And?
I disagree with that. ICE needs to be reformed. ICE needs to have changes made to it.
No. So here's the thing. ICE, during the entirety of their existence, they have broken thousands upon thousands of laws. They have thumbed their nose at the Constitution because, well, their direct commanders have told them to. Even worse so under this administration versus prior, but still, they had more than 2,000 different civil cases due to breaking the laws before Trump got into office. And the line was, well, it's for the greater good. And the truth of it is, last year, for example, ICE unalived more people in the U.S. than immigrants. So you tell me, who's the threat?
Well, I mean, even going back to previous administrations.
Yeah, I did it from the beginning. Like back in 2003.
I stand behind President Obama, who I voted for twice. That we're a nation that we're a nation of laws, and that those laws have to be upheld. You don't get to go into countries all over.
Here's the thing, though. It's a civil infraction, and what we did as a country was kids in cages, and that was fucking wrong. Okay? If somebody does the equivalent of a speeding ticket, we don't separate them from their families and put kids in cages. I'm in a border state, and I'm speaking from seeing people who had experienced that shit.
And that was Trump?
No, that was under Obama.
Okay, I was just making sure we were being in good faith here.
It would be disingenuous for me to not hold the same standard regardless of what fucking side of the aisle they're on. I don't give two fucks who's in office. I care about the policies and ensuring we're upholding human rights.
Hey, Chris, look what I got.
Fuck yes!
I know.
You're going to love it.
So I got it delivered yesterday initially. I don't mean to cut you guys off, but I got this delivered initially yesterday, but it got delivered empty, and I think the Amazon driver took it. Well, the reason why I think that is because it was delivered, but the package was just empty, but it was neatly cut open. And if somebody was trying to steal it from my porch, they would have tore it open quickly. So I think it was the Amazon driver who really needed these spoons. So whatever.
Apparently.
So anyways, I'm good now. So.
Vanguard, I just want to be super clear. For me, the dividing line is human rights, okay? And I don't care what side of the aisle somebody is on. I care about ensuring that we are upholding human rights. And my thought has always been that it is more American, much like during the days of the Vietnam War, it is more American to push back when we're not doing the things that we accuse other countries of doing. When we're doing those same things and we're not calling it out. There we go, better. Well said.
Chris, that is so much better, that spoon. I can get the peanut butter out without getting any on my fingers. That's amazing.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's life changing. Almost.
So then we shouldn't deport people that come over here illegally.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that at all. We have laws. We are a country of laws, and I think we should adhere to those laws.
Okay, what's due process for a civil violation?
Due process is getting access to lawyers, to your day in court, even, and from there, it proceeds. And whatever the outcome of that judge, that the people who are commanding whatever law enforcement don't try to go around the ruling of that judge.
Well, I'm all in favor of them reforming this ICE to do just that. But at the same point in time, I do think that there is pushback from the left as far as us getting the worst of the worst out.
No.
Because I don't understand why we're doing this all blanketly all across the nation, but Minneapolis is a problem.
No, the thing of it is it's not just Minneapolis that's the problem. That's the thing that you hear on the news. There was somebody, I'm in Arizona. There was somebody on the west side of Phoenix, out near Surprise, that was pulled over by ICE. They started to go through the ICE officer comes up and starts talking to the guy. The guy starts to drive off. ICE pew-pews him. Since then, I haven't been able to find it in the news. But it happened.
I haven't heard anything about it either.
Well, that's the point.
Exactly, and I can give you the name of the guy.
No, I live in Gilbert, so I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It didn't even crest the waves. I mean,
let me look up the guy's name real quick. And I only know this because I read the news so often.
Guys, we are looking for opposition, by the way. As far as friendlies, I'm just going to keep it to just one friendly on the panel for now, guys. So just to give everybody a heads up, if you are friendly, just refrain from requesting for the time being.
Okay, his name was Jose Garcia Sorto. And it happened on the 17th. But you notice you're getting local news. You didn't see it. And Amelia, who said it's right down the road, said she remembers the story.
all right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and hop down. I appreciate you having me up. Like I said,
take care. Have a good one. All right.
Thank you.
All right. They shut the highway down that morning? Really?
I think that's right, Rukai. I think it was not. It was before the 17th. It would have been like right around. I want to say it was like the first or second week of January. It was really recent. Yeah. It's off the 17th. Yeah, that's a good point, Amelia. They were bought out by a right-wing entity. Damn, it sucks. But I use a news aggregator that pulls like U.S. news from both inside and outside the U.S.
Oh yeah,
and that's how I get a lot of the news stories that get suppressed here a lot of the time.
All right, that's pretty cool. That's good that you're able to get all that.
It's taken a while to find the all the information because I was getting frustrated looking at all the the major honestly so Rukai, I don't ground news is good, but honestly I usually use fark.com, so that's FARK.com, the politics tab.
They said fart.com. Sorry.
That's just cute.
I'm sorry. I'm like
and also not
teenager.
to be confused with the T-word organization, which is with a Q, but K, not a Q. Important distinction. I'll put an article about it in the Discord. In the
that'd
server.
be great. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Rukai. That's the site.
I'm trying to figure out
John,
where to
you
put
should
this.
come up and talk to us.
Who is that?
John Galt. Libertarian.
Well, John, you can come on up. I mean, whatever you label yourself as, that's That's fine. Come on up. But I'll probably will restart here in a minute, guys. I guess if he doesn't accept a request, well, I'll do that.
The name is way too on the nose to not be a libertarian.
All right. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna do a quick restart. Okay. I'll hop right back on. So I'm not gonna be long. So I will see everybody in just 60 seconds or so. Okay. Alright, you guys on the tube can still see me, so let's just go live again and we should all be good to go. Alright guys, I'm back. Should all be good to go here. Mariella, you are first. First comment. Keep tapping and sharing, guys. I don't know how long I'll be live. It just kind of depends on the direction of it and all of that. I think the more I stay on the schedule of doing this, the more we'll have people and everything. So, again, I think it's more like a long-term type of thing. But that's all good. And make sure you guys do sub to me on the tube. I'd greatly appreciate that. If you have a second device, if you can just watch me on there, if you can... like the stream and comment and all that, that would really help out tons. And the shares are great, guys, but make sure we don't spam share, okay? Just share like no more than like 4 or 5 at a time. Leave some comments, likes, all that, then back to it. I think if it's just too many, TikTok doesn't really seem to like it. They think it's a bot, actually, believe it or not. Thank you, Andrea. That'd be great. All right, so if anybody disagrees with the background, come on up, hit the request button there at the bottom, all right? Commercial spam, really? That's wild. TikTok could be odd like that, huh? And again, guys, it would be great if you have a second device, if you can watch me on the tube. From what I heard, that takes a while to sort of get traction, but we'll be patient as far as it goes. Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, we'll see how this live goes, but I think having some of those rage baity backgrounds just seem to work. It's a little annoying that I have to do that because I'd rather not, but it seems like when I have a bit more rage baity ones, it seems to get them in. Let me check that out, Chris. Hold on. Whatever. Gotcha. Oh, and welcome to the 3 new Discord users. I don't know exactly what time you guys joined, but it looks like it was today, so I appreciate that. If anybody else wants to join Discord, the link is in my bio. If the link happens not to work, just DM me. I'll give you a proper working link, okay? Where are the live speakers? That's one. Forging, I think you just need to keep swiping. That's sort of how this works. You just swipe and you see things that you like. When you take too much insulin. That's funny. His approval depends on what aggregate polling source you're going to use. However, his approval is 41% on average right now between the average of the polling. So yeah, you're right in there, Troy. Yeah. While his disapproval is at 55.7. So with obviously about a year into the administration, so. But I am looking for anybody that still supports Trump, okay? I know there's some of you out there. And Peabody, I think you're in here, but I saw your comment before that there's a baseline that they're not going to drop below, right? Because he's always going to have his loyal MAGA supporters that just literally no matter what will not stop following him. As far as what percentage they are, we can see a baseline as low as... I forget what his approval rating was at the end of his first term. I think it was mid-30s. It was like, what, 35? I can go back and check, but like 35% maybe, 34, 35 in that area. So likely you're never going to see it go below that. But that is still low. I mean, it's crazy that that's still the base, but historically that's a very low approval rating. Well, James, come on up. We can talk about how he's the greatest president in history. I would just like for you to come up and substantiate that. Love, yeah. I think that's a very accurate statement. Nah. They don't care about the first and second. I don't think they care about any of them, really. I just think they care about whatever he does, whatever... he decides is what he wants to do. I think they'll just back that up, really. Again, guys, if you could sub to me on the tube, that'd be great. It's Dougielifts, DOUGIELIFTS. The link is in the bio. If you have a second device, that'd be great if you could watch me over there, okay? He is supported more than all the Democrats? What do you mean? What data do you have to back that up? If you look at his first term approval ratings, they were the lowest out of any recent president. And as bad as Biden's approval ratings were, they were very fucking bad, I'll acknowledge that. They still were ever so slightly higher than Trump's in his first term. Alright, hey, how are you? I just need to know your age before we move forward.
36.
Alrighty. What's on your mind, man?
Did you take Ozempic?
No.
How many pounds did you lose? Like 40?
When?
Within the last 12 months.
Within the last 12 months, I have lost 40 and gained back 30 in a matter of 4 months, probably.
Not in your face, at least.
Yeah, dude. Believe it or not, some people can lose weight without a medication. Do you have anything you want to talk about in regards to the background?
Hey, but I was spot on the money, bro, with the weight, with the number.
Well, sort of, because you're basing it off of how I look. I'm only about 15 pounds lighter than my peak. But I did at one point lose 40, but that's not how you're viewing me now. Anyways, do you have anything to say about the background, or you just want to just talk about how I look?
You're not carrying it in your face. You're probably carrying it in your hips. Yeah, we can talk about the background.
All right. What are your thoughts? Do you still support him?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, he's kicking asses and taking names.
Okay, can you tell us what that means?
Yeah. Well, did you see that show out and put out with Badudu
With what?
in Venezuela?
Yeah, what about it?
Yeah, he went over there and kidnapped that dude. I thought that was pretty sweet. Have you ever seen a president do that?
Yeah, I have a question. Why is it that when Trump does something the opposite of what he said he was going to do a month ago, a week ago, a year ago, 10 years ago, why is it that you guys just forget that he said the opposite and are so willing to just go with it? Like, every single Trump supporter I spoke to during Biden's administration when Trump was running, they said, yeah, we're going to be about America first, we're going to stay out of other countries, we're going to stop wars, we're going to stop intervening in other countries. That's all I fucking heard, man. And like, now that that's not happening, you guys have amnesia about it and are just totally just going along with it.
Well, the real question is, you were talking about me specifically. Why do I support him, right? Not what he said or what happened or whatever, like, back in the day.
No, but it's relevant though. If the guy runs on all of these things and then goes back on it, I don't understand why you guys don't call it out. And this is just one of many things. I mean, he ran on releasing the Epstein files and what happened to that, and like he ran on making things cheaper. What happened to that? He ran on ending the Russia-Ukraine war. What happened to that?
Would you agree? All of those things are irrelevant. The only relevant thing is why I voted for him in the first place.
No new wars?
Hold on, I asked my question.
I don't know. I think whatever you're going to say, you're going to tailor it towards what you believe he's doing now. So you're going to tailor it in such a fashion that you can't be wrong, but go for it.
I mean, he didn't change his position on a 1031 exchange.
That's the reason why you voted for him, that specifically, and nothing else.
That's like one of the main reasons.
I just don't believe you. I am sorry, I don't. I don't believe you that you voted on something so specific that it's convenient to what we're talking about now.
Are you involved in real estate?
Wow, you're a genius.
I mean, thank you, but that's why I don't vote for Trump.
I mean, I'm a single issue voter, and I voted for him for majority of that. But
so if you do well, but like the rest of the country is fucked up, you're totally okay with that.
When did Trump run on that, though? I'm curious.
That's a good question.
Because there was zero details about his tax plan. In fact, there was zero details about anything when you ran.
Good. I'm glad you brought that up. So it's like a process of elimination. Harris wanted to put a kibosh on it.
Please. Well, the thing of it is
whoa,
you would have benefited by.
Are we playing
Harris.
the interruption game, or what's the deal here?
Possibly.
Okay.
Maybe. If we're feeling spicy. Sure.
Right.
Yeah, let's go for that. I don't care.
Say what you're gonna say.
Yeah, but that's not. We're not doing process of elimination. When did Trump say that he was going to do that?
When did he say he was going to do what?
Of why you voted for him.
He didn't say anything specifically about.
So you couldn't have voted for him because of that.
You know what's funny? What's funny, Doug?
What?
You know who put? No.
like
Pause for a
it.
sec.
Well, Chris is talking to me, not you, man.
Pause for a sec. I'm talking to the host. You know what's really funny? You know when restrictions were put on 1031 exchanges?
When's that?
2017. You remember who was president in 2017?
Well, 95% of the year would have been Trump, so I assume Trump, yeah.
Yeah, that would have been under Trump. And they were actually enacted by the Trump administration in that term. Uh-huh.
Can you explain what was added, Mrs.?
Not a miss or a Mrs.
What are you?
We have to go through this every fucking time.
It's one of those things. So, my name is Chris. My pronouns are they, them. Not a miss or a Mrs.
Okay, we'll just go by Chris for now.
That's totally
That
fine.
works really well.
So I can think of something more
Yeah,
creative.
it is my name.
So, can you explain what he changed back in 2017 on that?
I mean, you seem to be the expert here, and that's totally what you voted on, right? So you tell us.
No. Can you answer the question?
No, I'm not answering shit for you.
Hey, Dougie, she can't answer a single.
Well, you've already misgendered. However, I will say this though: you are getting a kick from Tammy because Tammy had a tabled kick. So sorry, and I think that's a lot to say that I'm willing to go to no guest from you. So normally I don't even do that. But thank you, Tammy. Anyways, for the 5 on the blue app with a V, it says Monopoly/Q is a pig. Use my banked kick when you are ready. I was ready. I was ready.
W, Tammy.
All right, remember, guys, I'm going to be live at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning Eastern time, okay? So if you're just joining now or whatever the case is, just you can catch me then at 8 a.m. Eastern time.
And W, Doug, for allowing it. Thanks, Nurse Lady.
I am doing up only right now, yeah. Just trying to get a little bit of traction to get some people going, but it's been a little slow. Yeah, I like morning lives. Morning lives are pretty good.
Thanks, that crazy unicorn.
I do need to start doing more topics, though. Obviously, a lot of the topics these days are going to be centered around ice, of course, which totally fine talking about, but I still want a range of topics. Ooh, gosh, what's with this?
Oh gosh.
Kevin?
Yes.
What's with your username?
That's me.
I saw you on Hayden's recently.
How did that go, Chris?
Oh, not well. Not well at all.
Color me surprised.
What's your Hayden's?
I'm sorry, what was that?
What's your Hayden's?
Hayden is an individual who is on this app.
What's a Hayden? It's a person. All right.
Hayden is a person who usually has up the trans people in bathrooms as their topic.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, Ash?
Hayden.
I don't know Ash. I don't know Hayden.
Hayden's name is Hayden.
Yeah, I don't know that person.
All right. How old are you?
22.
All right. What's up? Why do you request? Why do you support Trump still?
Because the stock market is better than it's ever been at.
The stock market. Wait, hold on. Slow down. The stock market under Biden at the time was the highest it's ever been at. And same with the previous president. Same with the previous. Same with the previous. Same with the previous. So what does this have to do with Trump?
Because it's good.
But if Harris got elected, it would have been the same. We haven't seen a single president in history. Can you point to me a single president in history where there hasn't been all-time highs in the stock market?
Yes. Can I go get his name real quick? 2 seconds.
Yeah, just pull up the data.
Go for during the Great Depression.
You're gonna have to go back pretty far.
Wilson, that's his name. Yes.
So you're gonna have to go back what?
I actually know history.
So you're gonna have to go back like 100 years. So we're going back 100 years.
About 100 years. Yeah.
Okay.
No, the Great Depression started in 2020.
No.
1920. What? 1920. I'm an idiot.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm an idiot. I know.
Sure.
Wow. In 2020.
Yeah. So
the Great Depression.
I'm rounding to say 100. Okay. Obviously, I'm rounding. So can you tell me what Trump did for this to happen? Because clearly, there's nothing he did. If every president since then, there's been all-time highs.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Trump made the stock market great.
What did
How
he
did he
do?
make the stock market great?
Because you didn't see how the tariffs made it go down?
No. How did he make it great?
Through tariffs.
What exactly? Oh, do you think tariffs help?
Yep.
Okay, so if you do you invest in stocks personally?
Yeah, I do. That's my day job.
Okay, so you know what they say about the stability in the market right now. The biggest reason there's so much instability in the market?
Yeah, because of Trump.
Because of the tariffs. So
Yeah.
you remember how many, roughly, just ballpark it, how many people were removed from their jobs in 2025, roughly?
Now, who cares about the jobs?
Well, the Jobs Act is just as important as the stock market because otherwise you end up with what happened.
Well, I only care about the
Just
Biden
under,
fund, not
just
those
under.
people.
No. This has nothing to do with fucking Biden. This has to do with what happened under that president whose name you couldn't remember.
Well, if you're talking
Because
about
what
how...
happens when the stock market goes really, really high and then nobody has jobs? Yeah, you know what happens?
Well, if you want to talk about people losing jobs, let's look at Biden and COVID.
Actually, the market was worse in December than it was in 2020. So they're actually comparing it now. Economists are comparing it now to the the recession in the 80s because saying that stagflation could easily be on the horizon.
Wait,
time out,
what
do you
about
think?
jobs? There was more jobs. We saw a lot of jobs lost in 2020, but Trump was president then, not Biden.
No, Biden was president in 2020.
No.
In what part of 2020 was Biden president?
The whole time.
No.
No, absolutely not. What happened on J6?
Wait, can we take a time out?
No.
2 seconds.
When
No.
was J6?
It's important, it's important.
What year? Whoa, Kevin. What year?
What?
What year was January 6th where there was the insurrection where they tried to fucking overthrow the Capitol?
Well,
What year
January
was
6th, that happens every year. So.
No. What year
The
did
one that
they
we're
have-
referring to, the specific one.
Yeah, where they tried to prevent the peaceful transfer of power.
What year was that?
2020.
No.
That was 2021.
Same thing.
Okay,
no,
so you were
those are a
wrong.
year apart.
So you were wrong.
You know where
Okay.
Kevin gets his
Wait,
username from?
Wait, can we take a time out?
No, we
no,
won't.
I'm talking to the host for a sec. You know where Kevin gets his username from?
Where?
Making fun of somebody with osteogenesis imperfecta.
Okay, cool, but can we take a time out?
Anyone?
Osteogenesis imperfecta
Peabody
is?
wants me to check
I don't know what that
No,
is
I
now.
already did.
Oh, okay, I just want to make...
Unbeknownst to both Peabody and Kevin above me, it's something that a family member of mine unalived from. You fucking asshole. You ableist asshole.
I think that's a skill issue, but
Well, listen. You're not really serious, anyways. You're trolling, and there's
Let's
really no
stick to
reason
the
to have you
topic.
up
Let's
here.
not go-
So I'm going to go ahead and bring you down because there's just no reason to have you up. You're trolling. You're being ableist. It's just you have too many strikes on you.
Osteogenesis imperfecta is an unalived sentence for a lot of people, and my nephew who had it, modern medicine only got him so far. They had said they thought he was going to unalive before he was 5, and he lived till just after his 18th birthday.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Modern medicine got him really, really far,
Yeah.
way further. Like, he was so fucking stubborn. He was like, I'm not going down like this.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
It's sad.
Anyway, if you oppose logic, reason, math, and still support Trump, please request up.
The request button is at the bottom, guys. I know for some people it doesn't seem to be showing. Like, for example, I'm watching on my backup, it doesn't seem to be showing, and other people have said so. But if you, for the ones that it is, you're just going to see a button that says request or a pink and blue person. Okay. Or you're just going to get invited on up. Like you, Bo. I see your comment. Scroll back out and back in. All right, guys. Well, maybe try that. Yeah, that worked. Yeah, all right, that's good. So if you guys don't see the request button, literally just scroll to a different live, scroll right back in, and it pops right up. So right now you'll see a button above Chris that says request, and then you'll see a button below and to the left of Chris that says that has like a pink and blue person, same thing. Yeah, well, thanks for telling me that because that'll help. Yeah, guys, and again, if you don't see Chris, request button, any of those things, swipe to a different live, wait a second or two for the things to populate, and then swipe back. It worked for me. All right, well, sorry guys, there's only so much I can help you. Pink and blue says guests. Yeah, sorry, I forget what it says.
Exactly, Nurse Lady. The little people who look like they're hugging.
Yeah, is that what it is? I never really looked at it close enough. Yeah, I guess so, a little bit.
I see you too, AZ Mike. Because he said he sees me. Just being, friendly.
Well,
yay.
thank you for the baseball cap, guys. If you want to help hit that, that'd be great. Let me just pop up my pay links real quickly. If you give me a second, it's Dougie9192. If you guys want to show support, it does allow me to continue doing these. So it is very greatly appreciated. However, it's of course not needed to watch me by any means. Okay. Thank you once again. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Tom. Mike, thank you.
Come and talk to us, Pedro. Stay safe, Passion Flower Arts.
Yeah, Pedro, you can come on up. I don't know why you guys don't want to come on up. I mean, listen, you can't use the excuse that you're working right now. I mean, maybe on the West Coast potentially, but just hit the request button. You can come on up, Pedro. I did invite you, Pedro. Make sure you guys all send in the heart me if you can, all right? That's going to be at the top left of the screen if you're on the phone. George, come on up. If you want to talk about what a woman is, we can talk about that as well.
It's funny, I throw them invites and then they just decline them.
I know.
Like, rude.
I know.
Come on.
Pedro, it's been sent to you numerous times.
It shows that it's still pending, Pedro.
Well, guys, I mean, I see, Chris, I imagine you see who's in the box.
I'm sorry?
I'd imagine you see who's in a request box if you take a look. That's the only option.
I didn't look.
It's the only option we have right now.
Let's go. Let's go.
You want to do it? All right, I'm fine with that.
Let's do it.
All right.
Yeah.
We're going to get a huge disapproval from the comment section. Hello.
I don't know why I'm so...
I'll tell you what, let's do this, guys. We're going to bring up 2 oppositions, all right? That way you guys can't say we're piling on or any of that stuff, all right? All right, so we got Tesla and we got John.
Howdy.
All right, John, what's your age? And Tesla, what's your age?
40.
All right.
27.
All right. All right, so what's on you guys' mind? We'll talk about whatever topic as it relates to the prompt. So just answer the question, I suppose. Why do you guys still support Trump?
Economy's
Go ahead,
good.
man. Go ahead.
What about the economy is doing good because of Trump specifically that wouldn't otherwise be going
GDP.
in? What's that?
GDP growth.
Okay. And then John, what about you?
Which translates to overall a strong economy, and we see that across essentially all the metrics you can go off of: unemployment, inflation, real job market, things like that. I mean, it's not like pivotal, but we can see with tariffs, a good economy is possible. And someone in the comments said, "Who said the economy? ? Laughing face. The consumers. The consumers are spending the most right now. So clearly the economy is doing well.
I mean,
You go ahead, Chris.
Go ahead.
No, you're good. You can go.
Unemployment's down, by the way.
It's down month over month.
So it's down.
No, actually it's not down.
It is.
Overall. Since the beginning of his administration, actually unemployment is up. If you're looking at since December, sure. There are less people that whose temp work it from December from November to December has ended, but we're still looking at the end of the month data from December. So that's through the holidays. But do you want to try that again? I would hope that we would have, some people who are taking holiday jobs, like temp holiday jobs.
Yeah, dude. That's unemployment's not done.
It was also down in September.
Unemployment's not done.
September was the last month of a quarter, and we expected that for September because people who were let go from from government jobs, those folks still had pay through the end
she
of
took
September,
the bait. She took the bait. Host corrected it. It actually wasn't down. I lied. It wasn't down, and you were just justifying it. You took the bait. Because I knew you would do that.
There's no bait to be taking. I told you it's up.
Not up.
It is up.
Right. That's what I said.
I intentionally set the bait to see.
There's no bait to be set. I said it was up.
She justified it.
I said it was up.
I said it was down, and she said stuff about the military.
Okay.
Muting you for a second, not a she for the 18th fucking time.
Okay. All right. And I told you it was up, and all Chris said was that maybe month from a previous month that it was, but I'm showing you that's up. You weren't doing bait. You were just wrong. You were just wrong, and you knew you were wrong. So, all right. So 0 for 1. Cool. 0 for 1. All right, John. What do you got?
You know what's nice? John usually for all of the things that people might say about John usually doesn't try to misgender me.
No.
What is your gender? What is your gender? What are your pronouns?
My pronouns are they them.
So you want me to just say they?
Or say Chris, because you'd be most likely talking to me. So don't use use pronouns if you're talking to me. Call me by my name.
Got it.
Anyway,
I said my piece. I'll let John go.
Okay, yeah, this is all my personal opinion. Why do you still support Trump? Because I think the left is subverting Western civilization. President Trump was really the only one that could win and stop him. I think the left is crazy.
The left is subverting Western civilization? What data do you have to back that up?
I can talk to you about C-19. I can talk to you about. Look, I'm just trying to tell you the priorities of the left in terms of C-19.
I mean, okay, so you're gonna try to. Okay, so let me make sure I understand this. So I'm on the left. Doug, would you say you're on the left?
Yes.
So you're gonna tell us our priority as people who are on the left.
Yeah, that.
You're okay, so that doesn't make any sense. Because we're on the left, so we know the priorities of folks on the left, because those would be literally our priorities.
Yeah,
it's kind of like saying, hey, I want to talk to you about the gay agenda, and be like, yeah, what do you have against brunch?
Okay, look, what I'm trying to tell you is the religion of the left, because you all...
There's no religion.
There's no religion.
Oh,
in fact, a lot of folks on the left, at least, don't have religion, which is, yay for that.
But do you want to know what's replaced it? Your religion is CRT and queer theory. That's your religion.
Do you know what CRT even is?
Critical race theory.
Do you know when it's taught?
It's all the same.
No. It's taught in law school.
I understand, but it's all the same.
So if you're not in law school, then you would never, ever, ever have to study it, John.
The villain is. Call it DEI.
No. Do you know what DEI stands for? And that's not the same as CRT.
It's all the villainization of whiteness. Okay, that's what it is.
No, that's absolutely not correct.
I think it is.
Well, unfortunately, John, we live in societies. You don't get to have your own special definitions for words that don't actually align with what the actual definitions are. Because if it did, then we wouldn't be living in a society.
Define a woman for me.
John, you don't want to go down this road.
Yes, I do. You just made a completely ridiculous statement. This is what the left does.
That's not a ridiculous statement at all.
I'm sure my definition of a woman in a Yahtzee is much different than y'all's on the left.
One quick thing. Tammy, thanks for the 5 on the blue app with a V. It says, can you tell the dumbass ninja that C-19 was 5 years ago? Tell him to move on, dude.
Yeah,
Tammy, thank you. You do talk about it quite a bit, John. Thank you so much, Tammy. Tammy.
Move on from it. Liberals are still out there wearing masks. Like, get out of here. It's because they're ugly.
Well, what does it have to do with not moving on?
Because they're still wearing masks that were never worn prior to the pandemic.
You know why people wear masks?
Because they're weird.
No, because they're sick.
No,
and
it's not because they're sick.
No, absolutely it is. And here's the thing, especially in a lot of countries outside the U.S., a lot of folks do that when they travel as well because they don't want to get other people sick. That is a sign of people who actually care about not getting other people sick.
What country primarily wears masks?
Well, I mean, folks in
Japan, China.
China.
Yeah,
Where did COVID-19 start? China.
What does that have to do with anything? Why, dude? You're not gonna act like an asshole up here.
I'm sorry.
You're not gonna act like an asshole up here.
Wait, what?
No, because masks don't work.
Do you have? I want you to provide data of that. Provide data.
Yeah,
of that.
I will.
Okay, go ahead. Go off screen and get data.
But, Doug and Chris, I talk about C-19 because this was the greatest example of totalitarianism in the West I've ever witnessed, and it came from the left, not the right. You want to talk to me? Well, hang on. You want to talk to me about getting over it? Why don't you all get over Jim Crow? That was 60 years ago.
Yeah, as soon as your president stops saying, "Hey, I can do one better. Let's roll back all of the legislation that tried to address some of the issues of Jim Crow, the stuff that we have been concerned about for ages." So that's where we are as a country right now. By the way, John, an adult who lives and identifies as a woman, that's a woman.
I would say an adult human female, a biological.
What does biological mean, John?
Organic, innate. That's what I would.
So it relates to living organisms. So
Right.
yes, I agree. Someone who identifies as a woman who is alive.
No.
Yeah, I would say that would be an important distinction. Please turn off your camera. I don't know if you've seen it yet, Doug, but there've been a bunch of issues.
Well, then don't tell me to go get a source then.
Well, hold on. What is this source? I did ask him for a source.
That's okay. That's
to be
a fair
fair.
point.
Yeah, to be fair.
I apologize.
All right.
I was in Brandon's earlier, and
I know people
I've
show.
got the live taken down.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
Yeah, you can show him
the
it.
source. I won't put it up. You can
No,
Google
go
it.
ahead.
Okay, I'll put it up then. Here, let me get my camera. And you'll love this, Chris, because
This is an article.
Can you scoot it over?
This is an article.
Okay, so-
It's too far. It's too far to the left. Can you scoot it over?
Why are you showing an article?
That's an article.
It's
I can
not.
also
It's
show
literally. It's written by.
articles.
It's
Well,
written by
scroll down. Let's see if it's a study and not an article.
That's not a
No,
study.
it says right there.
That's a
surgical
dude. That's an
mask
article,
might
bro.
prevent larger droplets, but does not protect.
That's an article, man.
not a study.
Like if you want to pull
It's
the
not, it's a
sources,
fact.
this is the
It literally said commentary on it.
This is the part about MAGA. They
people
don't
are
know the
doctorates.
difference between a source and an article. They think polygamous
These are
article.
doctorates.
That's
Okay,
great that they
why
wrote
don't you
it.
find a
Hold
source
on.
where it
That's
says
great that they
surgical
wrote
masks
it.
are not for-
Hold on. That's great that they
Okay, I'll
wrote
find
it.
I'll find it where a study shows that a surgical mask can't stop respiratory illnesses. You want to go down that path and you want to fight on the hill. that
Not
a
fighting
surgical
on a
mask can
hill.
stop
You're just
respiratory
anti-science.
illness. I'll do it.
You're just anti-science.
It's not anti-science.
It is. You
A
just.
surgical mask does not protect. It doesn't do respiratory illness. That's a fact.
Okay. Show the source.
Is it not? Is
So
your
would
position?
you want a surgeon?
Well,
would
let's
you
just
want?
baseline.
Would you want a surgeon wearing a mask?
They wear an N95 respirator. And
No,
the majority,
actually they don't. If they're doing surgery, I've had multiple surgeries. Got a bunch of scars from it and everything. Had one early last year. Actually, I had two last year. But anyway, I digress.
even still, they're not protecting against the respiratory illness, which was C-19. My question, and I'll stop yapping. Is your position that a surgical grade mask protects from things like respiratory illnesses, such as C-19. Is that your position?
It can protect the spread of them as well.
So are you saying a surgical mask?
Yeah, my position is that they're not.
Illness?
Yes, my position is that they're not useless.
Yes.
Okay, so they're not useless. You have to say that
back it up.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. It's from the Lancet. I'll show it on the screen.
Is that a peer-reviewed study?
Yeah, it is.
No. Okay, show it. I'd love to see this peer-reviewed study.
Absolutely.
If I could just say something, like the reason I talk about, like, I see the priorities of the left, the narrative in 2020 and 2021. We all had to lock down to protect
You didn't have
grandma.
to.
We all had to lock down to protect grandma, and then you fucking people on the left encourage protesting and allow chaos, riots, and looting. It's fucking
Incorrect. Incorrect, John. I can't turn around my camera. It's not allowing me to turn around my camera. There we go, finally.
Got it?
After the 18th try here. Okay. So, would you like the PMID? Okay, I'll take that as a no.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, I was asking if you wanted the PMID.
Tesla, are you from Canada or are you from the U.S.?
Considering we're talking about Donald Trump, I would say that I'm from the United States.
All right. There's many people from Canada that talk about Donald Trump. Just curious.
Which is interesting because Canada has its own basket of problems that are worse than the United States. You finish your own government and fix that.
Can you put me on the big
what's the
screen for a quick
PMID?
second?
I'm waiting for it. You offered it. What is it?
Give me just a moment. I'm looking through the screen. So you can see the title of this is Relative Efficacy of Masks and Respirators are Source Control for Viral Aerosol Shedding from People Infected with SARS-CoV-2, a Controlled Human Exhaled Breath Aerosol Experimental Study. So one of the things that it says in here is face masks have been shown to be effective in reducing the amount of viral respiratory aerosols emitted by persons infected with respiratory pathogens, including SARS-CoV-2.
Okay, that's one sentence out of an entire study. So can you give me the PMID, please?
I will in just a moment. Just for reference sake, this is June 2024.
I'd like the PMID so I can also review
I'm
the
going
article.
to give it to you. Yes, I will give it to you. I have to set down my tablet. Give me just a moment.
Yeah, guys, keep tapping and sharing. We are looking for opposition. I see 2 people in the request box. We'll switch one out at 35,000 likes. Okay. So if you guys want a new one, tap quicker, or 2 galaxies, or 20 on the Palinks, which are
I
on my
never
line.
got this. I won't get into this too much, Doug, because I don't want to get you live in any trouble. But I never got the C-19 vax, despite the totalitarianism.
Good for you.
You are welcome to do what you want with your body.
Dude, the left was really bad about that, man. Think about
Your choice, dude. Your body, man.
It's actually not our choice because you live tucked away in Canada and you may not know a lot of people were mandated, public school teachers,
Well, that's
government
in Canada.
workers.
That had nothing to do with the U.S.
Right.
No, I'm saying in Canada he may not know. I live in the U.S. and I'm telling you that people were mandated
Who's in Canada?
the United
Okay, well-
States.
Who's in Canada?
No, they
Well,
weren't. There were no mandates.
Yes, they were. The military had
Except,
to.
okay,
And
so
they had
here's
to
the
be
thing.
Wait, hold on.
Here's the thing in the military. Go ahead, Doug. You're
Yeah,
the
I was gonna say, I don't know if you know this or not, you have to get like 15 shots your first day in the military, and you agree when you sign the contract that you'll get any from there on out that they deem necessary. So don't.
Okay, the police as well. The police don't have to
But I
get
want you to
any
acknowledge that
respiratory
yeah,
disease.
talking point is bullshit. Every person
It's
in the
not a
military.
talking
It is.
point.
It
The
is.
state
It
police
is.
have
It
done
is
it.
because you are
Teachers
property of
have
the
done it,
government.
and they
You
have
are
to be-
property of the government when you join the military. Okay. You agree to all of the ones you get on day 1 or day 2, depending on when it is, and everything from there on out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, what about the police that were all reinstated in Massachusetts who were fired?
Yeah, again, if you have a
Muting
problem,
because you're in the middle.
if you have a problem with these places mandating them when they already mandate them anyways of other vaccines, then I don't know what your problem is.
One Tesla. I'm trying to respond to your question. The PMID is 388-21778. I had to go into a different screen to find it. That's why it took so long.
What about like the passports to go to like basketball games and shit? Vax passports. Come on, man.
Okay, so every company. So here's the thing: every company, every business is allowed to institute whatever rules they want for their business or company. So, for example, places like banks will have signs on the branches that say, no bringing in your pew-pews. They're allowed to, as a business, say whatever they want to have allow in or not in their business.
I mean, Chris, Doug, are you fans of Noam Chomsky?
I don't really follow the work of Noam Chomsky super well, to be honest.
He's an icon on the left, right? And he basically said...
Is he? I mean, you're talking to two leftists who are like...
I don't... is that the case?
I know he's had some problematic views in the past.
Jimmy Kimmel. About what Jimmy Kimmel say?
Jimmy Kimmel's a fucking comedian.
I'm not responsible for what he says. He's a fucking...
I'm trying to tell you the pressure and coercion to get that fucking vaccine. I never did.
Dude, you have a lot of therapy you need to go to for this, man. You have a lot of shit.
Absolutely. John, here's the thing.
Gaslighting.
John, I have multiple autoimmune diseases. So for me, being able to be at home, being able to get the vaccine as soon as I could, to allow me to be able to, be out around others safely, was the difference between life or unaliving for me, because one of my chronic conditions has to do with lung collapse. Okay, so and that can happen if I get too sick, I can have lung collapse. So you can see why C19 would be exceptionally rough.
Look, I'm into alternative medicine.
I understand that.
I'm not giving medical advice. I thought there was... Look, I won't get into this because I don't want to get Doug's live.
Appreciate that.
But I'm just saying that when for you all to pretend like there wasn't extreme pressure and coercion, Biden tried to fucking mandate it through OSHA. The Supreme Court.
No, he didn't.
Yes,
no, he didn't.
Oh, really?
All right. We're starting to get into misinformation territory. So.
What does that have to do with supporting Trump, by the way? Can we get back on topic?
I'll tell you why I hate the fucking Democrats on the left. That's what I'm telling you.
That has nothing to do with the background and why you support Trump.
Well, we talked about the economy being good, didn't we? And you showed up a graph of the GDP going up. You should
wait, hold on. I showed it because it was going up in the same direction when he joined office.
Oh, we were told it was going to go down with tariffs.
But now, nobody said that GDP was going to go down.
Yes, what do you mean?
Okay.
What do you mean
Whatever. The point was GDP was already going up, man. And
where's the recession?
And I want to. And 50% of the consumer spending came from the top 10%. Can you tell me how? Can you tell me how the middle and lower class grew? Because when we talk about GDP, we talk about the economy growing, right? I don't give a shit if the 1% grows. I don't give a shit if those people grow. I'm talking about the people who really matter, right? We know they're going to be.
Why did Wall Street predict a recession and have to turn?
Okay, but now you're pivoting towards this. You're pivoting towards
I'm
this.
talking about the economy. We were told there would be a recession with tariffs. It would be detrimental to the economy.
Okay.
We are only 1 year in.
That's a long time.
Tesla, do you know the stock market is up, right?
I'm talking about the GDP.
No, I understand that. I understand that, but it's related, okay? So, do you understand what roughly how many stocks are up year over year? In the I don't know, in the stocks on the Dow.
I don't. I would say probably over 60%.
No, incorrect.
Okay, that's why I said I don't know. How much?
Top 5 stocks. If you take out the top 5 stocks, we're down as a country.
Okay, well, how much do the top 5 though equate for the entire stock market? Like, what is there?
Give me just a moment. Let me pull that up.
Because you can hypothetically say, let's remove this and let's remove that. If this wasn't here, then the number would be
just a moment, so I don't lose this, so I can look for that.
But it's a moot point. It's a moot point though, because they are included. They are major stocks and they have huge implications on the economy. I'll tell you, my employer is a top 5 stock. You can believe me or not, but it is. My employer is 100% a top 5 stock. So when you say, "Oh, the top 5,"
I don't care.
John, you got kicked.
I don't give two fucks. That means you work for one of the Magnificent Seven. So
John, you got kicked. Tammy, thanks for the 40 on the blue out with a V. I really appreciate it, Tammy. Thank you so much. W Tammy in the comments says, "Kick the COVID ninja. I'm sick of him. Ask the other moron who pays the tariffs." Yeah. So. Well, actually, we have
what's bad with tariffs? It makes companies like the one I work
actually,
for,
she had a
right?
kick for you too. I didn't realize that was for you. So, yeah.
yeah.
Because we do have other people. Double W Tammy. Let's get to the next ones because she said kick him when you have other people in the box, and we do. If you guys are enjoying live, keep tapping, keep sharing. Make sure you send in the heart me. It's in the top left there. Also, the follow button's in the top left. Make sure you guys sub to me on the tube, all right? It's Dougielifts. The link is in the bio. If you have a second device, please watch me over there if you can. It will help me out. You can like it, comment on it, all that fun stuff. Pedro, how you doing?
Good, yourself?
I'm doing very well. How old are you?
39.
All right. Well, what's on your mind?
You asked me to come up earlier.
Yeah.
So I think I had to reset my TikTok. It was actually weird. I really did see the boxes and stuff like that. So,
you're good.
It says, "Why do you support Trump?" Honestly, he pays my bills. You know what I mean? I'm in the military, so he provides a paycheck for me.
But any president would.
That's also true. So if you're elected president, I support you.
But what?
Oh, you're okay with a president that is closing down VA benefits and VA centers and scaling back on self-deleting hotlines for veterans and is generally making it harder for, once you're out of the military, for your support for the rest of your fucking life?
Let's be honest. When I get out of the military, that president will no longer be there. So I'm sure there'll be a new regime that will try to fix
So
it.
you're okay, so fuck the rest of the veterans.
I'm not saying
Fuck the infrastructure that has been existing because it doesn't impact you directly.
As of right now, yeah.
Wow. It's a
So
pretty shitty attitude.
Let me ask you a question, right?
Yeah.
Do you have an employer?
Excuse me?
Do you have an employer?
No, actually, I was laid off from my job because I worked in DEI.
Okay. Okay, hypothetically, let's say you had an employer, right?
Yeah.
Would you badmouth the CEO?
I did.
Okay, and
Yeah.
you have a job now?
That wasn't the reason why I was laid off from my job.
Okay, but do you think that's a smart move while working at a company to badmouth the CEO?
But Pete,
yes or
So
no?
here's the thing: you chose to come up on a panel to talk about. No. Here's the thing: if I was still if I was employed by a company that was the topic of a TikTok live, I wouldn't say shit, or I would provide information about why I did or did not back that leader.
But I did provide something.
No, you said you support him because you get paid by him, which technically you don't really get paid by him. You get paid by Congress because Congress holds the purse strings. So there's that.
yeah, and listen, man, if you're in the military, you have to unfortunately support them no matter what, just verbally at least. But that's not what we're talking about, though, right? So you're telling me that a president can do the worst things ever, and you'll support them as long as you get a paycheck.
I mean, the other person running for was trying to fund the military.
Who?
So
Who was?
I would prefer.
No,
Who
she
was?
wasn't.
Who? Wait, who? Are you talking Harris?
Yes.
Can you provide evidence of her saying that?
That was part of her platform.
I want you to provide evidence.
Okay. I would have to
Because
look
that's
it up.
you know it's crazy. The military under the 4 years Biden was president got a higher percent raise than Trump's first term, and I can show you those numbers.
Okay, please.
Yep.
I don't have a computer on my phone, so
I got you.
I'm sure people don't want to see the
Raised by year. Yeah, I don't know where you heard this from, that they were going to defund the military.
Well, typically, I would assume leftists would like to defund the military.
Yeah.
No.
So you guys are for funding the military?
So here's the thing.
No, hold on. There's nuance,
There's
and
two
that's the issue. You guys don't understand nuance.
Exactly. And I'm gonna let Doug go first because he's the veteran here.
Yeah, so listen, dude, you can simultaneously pay vets more and also not fund the military to the tune of $1 trillion a year. Right? Like, those are not mutually exclusive. You can reallocate those towards, say, healthcare, towards maybe better housing, towards things that, like, you know, affect a lot of people, right? And also still give vets a good paycheck, right? So, like, you're acting like those are not mutually exclusive, or are mutually exclusive, rather. And I'm going to show you the raises, the pay raises, by the way. Here.
And my stance on supporting the military is this. We should support the military by ensuring that anytime we put troops in harm's way, it is incredibly well justified. To me, that is the most important thing. And when people serve their country, we need to ensure that they are supported, that they don't get out of the service and not have the benefits. Because if you only thank somebody when they're in, and then the minute they get out of service, the minute they retire or separate, that we fuck them over, then we're not really showing support.
All right, man. So if you can see here, Trump, 2018, 2019, 2020, 21, we're looking at 2.4% raise, 2.6, 3.1, 3.0. Biden, 2.7, 4.6, 5.2, 4.5. So those percentages are higher than Trump's 4 years. So you got a bigger percent pay raise under Biden than you did if you were serving under Trump's first term. And you can look those numbers up for yourself. It's a 3-second Google search.
I still stand. I mean, as long as I get a paycheck, I'm going to support the President of the United States.
Question before you drop. Would you have trusted Harris had she become your president?
You did take an oath to the Constitution, no? So the Constitution comes before the president.
Okay.
Indeed.
So when the president violates the Constitution, what happens there? Why do you still show support?
So are you saying that we should all uprise against the president? Is that what you're saying?
I'm asking that you.
No. I'm asking you a question now.
No, I'm asking. I'm asking that you speak out against it. I'm asking that you speak out against it. Because that's what your oath said.
Speak out against. No. So you're saying also to speak out against the president right now?
You can't because you're serving.
Well, yeah, legally you can't.
That's
but
what you just said.
Yeah, legally. No, legally you can't though. But Pedro, what do you think about the actions of Senator Mark Kelly, one of my 2 senators in the state of Arizona, who reminded people in the service who of their oath of office and has been called a fucking traitor because of it, for just reminding you all what your oath is.
I do want to state though, while you can't talk bad about the president being in the military, if the president violates the Constitution, you absolutely can speak out against that without any repercussions. And I think ethically you should.
I mean, so you said you're in the military, right?
I'm not in. I was.
I mean, that's what I meant to say. Sorry.
Yeah.
You said you were in the military, right?
Yeah.
So, would there ever been any repercussions or anything if you would talk bad about anyone?
It's not talking bad. If Obama, who was the president when I served, violated the Constitution. Okay, yeah, but this is what I'm talking about. If a president violates the Constitution, you're allowed to speak out against that, yes. Did you just run?
He just ran.
Ridiculous.
Damn.
I mean, to be fair, you probably shouldn't be up on a live if you're currently in the military. Like, you probably are risking things quite a bit, but that's his problem, not mine. Well, that was wild.
Yeah, that was shocking.
No one dropped you, buddy. I didn't drop you.
Nobody dropped you. No, if you want to come back up, I'll throw you a request. Come on back. Come back up. Seriously, we wouldn't drop you.
You know what's going to happen one of these days? Just think, because his name is Pedro. ICE is going to detain a current serving member of the military. That's going to happen one of these days. Very soon, I'm sure.
It absolutely will.
Yeah, 100% it's going to happen. And I'm very interested to see what the reaction is by those on the right. They have. I know they did with I don't know if it wasn't a police officer that they detained, was it? Or shortly, I think, detained. Yeah.
There was a police officer that was detained for a while. He's a U.S. citizen. He was detained for a while as a naturalized citizen, and he was deported. He decided in order to get out of detention, he would be deported back to Jamaica. And then as soon as he got deported back to Jamaica, he went to the U.S. Embassy, and they got him back into the U.S. because he's a U.S. citizen. Hello.
So guys, from what I can see, there are veterans who have been detained who are not currently serving. Unless I am mistaken or reading it correctly here, I don't see any current serving vets that have been detained. Not that makes it any better or worse. That's going to happen very soon. Yeah, from what I can see, it was members that were retired or who were honorably discharged, something like that. Did an ICE agent approach an off-duty ICE agent? ICE on ICE action? I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, but there's going to be a lot of issues like that, sure. One of these days, a Republican congressman or congresswoman is likely gonna just driving home or something. It's gonna be detained.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah. And honestly, you kind of asked for it, so. Hey, Brandon.
Yeah, we love President Trump.
How old are you?
39.
Alright, why do you like Trump?
Because he's doing the greatest thing ever. He's getting rid of the illegals.
Illegal what?
Illegal aliens.
But there was less removed last year than there was last year under Biden.
No, they're not.
Yes, there was. You can just go to the U.S. Customs and Border Protection website.
Trump's deporting more than Biden did.
680.
That's incorrect.
There were 680,000 under Biden in 2024. There was about 605 under Trump last year. So you are incorrect.
Do Trump's first term and this term combined.
Can you respond to what I said?
Or more than Biden.
So that would be 5 years, sir. So if you're going to go 5 years, you'd want to look for 5 years under Obama, which that would be amusing and not a good idea. Because Obama would have more.
Obama also put them in cages.
Yeah, which is I strongly disagree with that. There's a lot of things that
You still voted for it.
First of all, you don't know how I voted. You didn't ask me how I voted.
Oh, I know how you voted.
You don't know shit about me. But also, here's the thing. Just because I vote for somebody doesn't mean that I won't get out and protest when I disagree with their policies.
Did you get out and vote protest against Obama doing it?
I did, actually.
Really?
Hey, can you turn down your background noise, please? Stop. I'm going to ask you two things. Can you turn down your background noise for 1, and 2, stop chewing?
Stop chewing. Fucking hell. So Brandon, I live in Arizona. I have talked with people firsthand who have had family members in said cages. I'm aware of some of the practices that happened from those practices. And yes, I have on so many times protested those policies.
Yeah, Obama's an evil man. You also know he spied on Trump's campaign, right?
That's incorrect.
Can you show evidence of any of these claims, man?
Yeah, like, why would Obama That doesn't even make sense.
There's evidence. Trump showed it.
So where
What
is
year
it?
would that have been?
I
And also, yeah, show the proof.
17 or something.
2017, Obama had long been out of politics.
How did he spy on
That's
Trump
cute.
when he wasn't president?
Yeah. How would he have had the backing to do that? That's really strange.
Well, I just find it funny that a patient with dementia got 81
Well,
million votes.
wait. Why is it that every time you get cornered, you change to a new thing? Can you, like, address a single thing that you've been cornered on? How did
Because
Obama...
Obama's behind that one, too.
Shut up. How did Obama spy on Trump when he was out of office by then? Explain that to me.
Trump hired people that were actually working with Obama.
Trump hired people that were working with Obama? What does that even mean?
He didn't know that they were Obama spies.
That's some. Why would Obama do that? These are some, like, can we get John Stone back up? 'Cause
These are wild
conspiracy
theories.
Fucking
These are not
wild.
conspiracy theories, man.
Then provide evidence.
Serious.
Then provide evidence and don't just
Obama
say...
committed a felony.
So provide evidence and don't just say
Provide
Trump
evidence.
did so. I want you to provide the evidence.
I think Trump mentioned it at one of his rallies.
Anybody can mention anything. I want you to do your own work and provide evidence, and don't just believe somebody because they told you something.
Oh, I believe
Trump
the
also
president of the
said-
United States, sir.
Trump also said things
Well, that's the problem.
about sharks and batteries and sinking boats. Like, there's a lot of, like, absolutely random, unhinged shit that Trump has said. I wouldn't just believe him. Also,
I am.
you really shouldn't.
So when Trump said that gas prices are a dollar something, did you believe that? Even though we know that's not true because we can check
Yes,
the
because they are a dollar. They were
Okay,
a
I'm
dollar.
just listen, dude. You're trolling to me.
In what?
I just
2001? Like,
Wait,
Oklahoma,
okay,
they
listen,
were a
dude.
dollar.
Listen, dude. I am going to have to hold your feet to the fire on one of these things. I want you now to provide me evidence that gas is around $1. Provide me evidence. I want you to go. I want you to swipe
Look it
off
up
your
in the
phone.
state of
No. I want you
You
to
show
swipe
proof.
off your phone and provide me evidence.
Go to frankspeech.com.
Evidence.
Go to frankspeech.com.
Okay, so when I show you the
What
evidence, are you going to admit that you're wrong?
You can go to Lindell TV. They have an article that says
for
gas
fuck's sake, Lindell TV.
gas prices have gone down.
For goodness sake, buddy.
Here, I'll show you.
Have-
I will just show you the gas prices since you don't know how to look up a single thing for yourself.
Do you know what Lindell TV, where that who that's owned by? The My Pillow guy.
So what?
All right, so check it
So
out.
So he is a buddy of Trump's.
All right, so these are average
Yeah,
gas.
a lot of
Hold on,
evidence.
hold on. These are average gas prices. When Trump came into office, this is January. It was $3.196. We're currently looking at $3.02. That's a ways off from $1 or something, dude.
Indeed.
It's very close.
No,
Okay.
$3 is not really close to $1.
And they're not $3, it's $2.
I already showed you it. I showed you it from the Energy
$2.49
Information
where I am.
Administration.
Oh my God.
I showed you from the Energy Information Administration. It's the government website that
I
tracks
don't
these
give a
things.
shit what the energy information says.
So how do you know if anything's ever correct? Can I ask you a question? How do you know if
Because I go to
anything's
my
correct?
local gas station.
Okay, but it's not $1 there.
It's $2.49.
That's not $1.
Okay.
It's still not $1.
So you were wrong.
It was $1.89 one time.
One time.
I can't tell if you're trolling or you're this
I'm not
this fucking
trolling.
dumb.
I don't joke around when it comes to President Trump.
Yeah, you're trolling. All right.
Oh God. That was that. Yeah, I also remember when it was. Well, I remember it was when it was under $1. I remember like 89 cents, 75 cents. Being able to fill my gas tank with $10. That was good times.
Well, let's see. The last time gas was under $1, on average, would have been.
After 9/11.
Well, yeah, there was. Well, It was close to it. I see some dips around then. Looks like 1999 in February it was 96 cents. I don't think I see it below $1 since then. That was the last time we've seen it that low, which is wild.
I mean, there was a brief period in during the panini in a handful of states, but not at the national average level.
No, the national average at that point was $1.93.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, $1.93. Let's see though. Although in 2016 under Obama in February we saw $1.87, which I don't know why that would have happened. I don't know what happened around that time, but that's pretty damn low for an average at that time period.
But yeah, and national average consistently below $1 was in 94, 95. So yeah, back when I was in high school.
Last time we saw it below, $2. Yeah, but yeah, it certainly was COVID. So. No.
R.I.P. Kmart and Circuit City and so many other businesses.
Yeah, guys, I think that guy was partly trolling. I mean, I think he was probably serious to some degree, but I think he was trolling a little bit. I don't know why did the EIA.gov come into existence? Well, the website obviously, but when did they start tracking? Because this doesn't show me gas prices prior to April of '93. Obviously, EIA.gov wouldn't have existed since the internet, but
EIA, the EIA has been was established in '77. That was under that was under Ford.
I wonder why this doesn't show me.
That would have been under Ford. That was under Ford.
I wonder why this doesn't show me prior to April of '93 though.
Just a sec. Let me see if I can find it.
I mean, I know you can see tracked gas prices prior to then. It's weird that it's not on EIA.gov.
You can find it on Department of Energy's website, going back before then.
Department of Energy.
And I think they have it all the way back to 1929.
Ooh. What was it then?
So,
what's some low gas prices you see from then?
Okay, let's see. Let me. 21 cents a gallon in 1929.
I bet you that was a lot for them back then, though.
It was, and then during the Depression, it went down as low as 17 cents a gallon.
There you go. The president must have done really good to lower gas prices.
That's the current price. That's based off current dollars per gallon. Based off like current dollar compared to a gallon. So at the rate at the time was $2.29 a gallon, and then goes down to $2.10 a gallon. So that would have been hell. That means obviously that at that point gas was super high because less people were driving and such. It starts to decrease in the 40s, 46, and it goes up for a while, goes down in the 50s to like 190, 180 into the 60s, 165 and 69.
And you said this is...
saying that has anything to do with, a certain destabilized, toppled leader in the Middle East, but cough, cough. But it does.
So, yeah, bring back the Great Depression for cheap gas, right?
But no, it was when we overthrew the Ayatollah. That would have been the Shah. That would have been the Shah in the Shah of Iran. That was what triggered it back in the day. Which destabilized Iran.
Yeah.
Pretty horribly, but whatever. We just long history of toppling governments.
But apparently we're going to stop doing that under Trump.
Or we're going to
really amp that back up, put that into high gear. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Guys, I probably will start to wrap this up because I got to be live 8 in the morning tomorrow. I actually don't have an early morning client. Typically, I do on Tuesdays, so probably want to get to bed and relax for a little bit so I can get some good sleep. However, though, if you guys did enjoy the live, click the red follow button on top left. Remember, I'll be live at 8 in the morning tomorrow Eastern time. Figure out whatever that is your time. And then if you missed that or whatever, I'll be live later on in the day at 7 p.m., okay? Again, if you don't know my schedule, just check it out on the bio. Make sure you guys join the Discord. If all of you can go to the tube and give me a subscribe over there, that would be great. It's Dougielifts, Dougielifts. The link is in the bio. Chris, you want to say anything before I drop?
Thanks for having me, and thanks for all the gifters both times. And yeah. Appreciate you, Doug.
All right, Chris. All right, have a good night, or I guess it's evening by you, but have a good evening. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Again, join Discord. The link is in the bio. Click the profile picture in the top left so you guys can join the bulletin board. You'll get announcements there in Discord upon things. But yeah, I'll see you guys 8 in the morning my time tomorrow, and hope you guys have a good night, and take care, okay?